that was.
No, it was a shoebox, and then I had...
It was a foam roller.
I had the foam roller, and then I had a box on the foam roller.
Yeah.
And then I had the phone, like, wedged in between, like, two things, and then it just fell.
Yeah, it was very Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
To say the least.
But then I figured it out when we did the hot ones.
Yeah.
Because the hot ones
that's the first time we did video, was the hot ones.
Yeah, but I kept falling. And then I figured it out, and then we did the hot ones. No? Falling!
No, because after the hot ones, we did the second video, which was...
the name game?
Yeah.
What was it called?
This one?
It's called Proud Monkey.
I thought it was vegetable.
Vegetable potatoes.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that's the last time, the only two times we've done. No, we did video once here, but we never were able to upload it.
But I think it died, or
Yeah.
my phone filled up a little bit.
We talk about video pretty much every episode.
Yeah, well,
guess what?
maybe one day we'll have it.
Smile to the camera, boys. We're on video
I don't
right
want
now.
to smile at the
I
camera.
don't want to smile. My microphone's in the way of my beautiful face.
Well, here's the thing, too. I don't know how well the audio is going to catch on that because it's, like I said, it's a shitty phone. And I wanted to connect the speaker on, or the little wireless microphone to it, but it's being used by the...
It doesn't have a headphone jack?
No, it's not that old. So, I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah.
One baby step at a time.
Baby steps.
Yeah, one baby step. I did try.
baby step.
Yeah, I did try to whip out the old camcorder, and I realized we didn't have the adapter to actually charge the batteries, because I think the last time we used that camcorder was when Klein was little, and it doesn't take SD cards; it only takes tapes.
Oh, that's what we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So-
said it took a SD card.
I thought it did, but apparently the technology back in 2003, 2004 did not have SD cards.
It's a lot of
No.
false
There's
information.
A lot of false advertisement right there, my friend. So anyways, welcome
Hi.
to another episode of Shut the Fuck Up. No one's listening anyways. We got video rolling.
Does that have sound on it?
Possibly. Maybe talk louder.
That's not going to work.
If we talk louder
very
than
well.
these people, then our one follower...
We just talk away from the microphone like this.
Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid.
Hey, what's this white stuff on the ground outside?
Hey, we got
Snow.
some good snow.
It was some good snow. And I thought I was going to get the day off.
Should have.
And then
What happened?
I got like to 90. It took me 30 minutes to get to 95.
Yeah. I'm
Did you-
listening to you.
Turn this shit off.
It's playing in the background. Who cares? We can hear it.
No, fucking turn it
It
off.
bothers
Oh my
him.
God.
You don't need it on when we're fucking... so people don't fucking want to listen
It's
to the
just the way
goddamn-
we fade
No.
out.
You
Finish
took
your
too-
story.
You took
Guys.
too long.
Finish your story.
You took too long.
Guys,
All the staff called off. Everyone.
Doctors.
Everyone. No, doctors, no. My staff.
Oh, okay.
They all called off. So
They said we're done. No bueno.
I call the Heffa and I say, Heffa, nobody's coming to work. And I'm turning around. And she said, okay, I'm going to try to make it. I said,
Wait, she's trying to make it?
yeah. I said, okay. And then she called me, or she sent an email saying that she was there. So I fucking texted her. I was like, do you want me to come to work? She's like, yes. I said, okay. So,
did you do anything?
yeah, we had to open up one of the shops for the doctors because they need coffee
Yeah.
and
Food.
stuff. So we're supposed to never close for anything, but I wasn't about to fucking drive down 95 if I didn't have to.
I know. If it's not safe,
How bad was 95 that day? Because, I mean, you drove when it was still snowing. Luckily, you're from up north.
Yeah.
So you know how to do that stuff.
And I got new shoes on the truck, so got some grippy grips.
Making the monster truck more of a monster.
That's right. What did the roads?
Yeah.
So fucking our main road here by the high school was a fucking slosh fest. And then I got over. I ran like 3 red lights. It was great.
I can't stop! Can't stop!
You shouldn't stop.
Yeah,
I mean, I just flashed my lights.
Whoop, whoop.
So like I'm fucking coming. Or
Because you're leaving at 2:30 in the morning. 1:30?
I left at
3:30?
No. It was like he left late. It was like 8, 9.
That was the second time. I didn't get there yet.
Oh.
Okay.
So I left.
Oh, you came back.
I left.
I got you.
And
Not that part of
then
the story yet.
I
know.
left. Christ, shut up.
I know. I was just trying to.
Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Try and do that. So in the beginning, I got to 95 and I turned around and went home, checked my email. She was like, yeah, I want you to come to work. I said, fine. So driving back down the main road was a lot better because they had already started to plow and stuff. But in the morning, like, it was just fucking done. Like, it was stupid.
Yeah.
There was, like, no salt going down. There was no plows out, really. I saw 2 cars in the ditch by the high school. There was cars stuck at the T intersection. And, yeah, just, like, and then turning to get on to 95, that's when I told my boss, I was like, I'm just turning around. So I turned around in the gas station parking lot.
Yeah. The
And that
commuter lot
sucked.
area?
Yeah, that sucked. That was really bad in there.
You didn't gun it to see if you can do a couple 360s real quick just to scare the shit out of yourself so you start driving a little more relaxed?
No.
I used to do that in North Dakota all the time.
Yeah, my buddy just posted one of his things when he was in Minot. That was pretty cool. I was going to send it to you, but he's private. You wouldn't have been able to see it.
Okay.
We're going to see you sing, but you can't see it. Thanks.
You're welcome. But then 95 was fine when I went to work. It was fine. 495 was a little bit rougher. But I want to say that they closed the HOV like for 2 days in case there was an issue.
Emergency, so they
Makes sense.
They can get by
Because
faster.
a couple years ago, I guess it got all jacked up, right?
What was that, 2021, when we had that big snowstorm and people were stuck on the fucking road?
Was
Like
that
95.
that snow?
Yeah, that's
that
when they were
like the
stuck
snow?
on there for like 16 hours in the
Yeah.
interstate.
Was that the most recent one, or was that
Yeah,
the one
that-
before
yeah,
you were
that's-
No,
here?
it was 21.
That
That
was
was,
pretty recent.
yeah.
Okay. Because the first year that it snowed when we were here, we were in our apartment, and like I just got out of work right as soon as the snow started coming down.
Oh,
So
you just got off from work.
yeah,
Not got out of work like you.
Like you just
I'm
quit.
done. Fuck this place. I'm
no, I got off. Got off at work
You don't get off on work.
after work.
Yeah.
You can get off on
Not
work.
anymore. Not Kevin, no.
Well, in a hospital. So I heard they do it in the
See,
supply
that's why
closets.
that's what I was saying. You should institute you make like sandwiches and shit, and
That's what we did.
I know, but you could have made them like the day before, and
Make
then,
sure you're in the frame, too.
and then they can make their own fucking coffee. I mean, Joe Schmo, like put a little note on the thing here,
On the Starbucks.
Joe
and
Schmo.
then they just open up the
The garage door?
No, I agree with you.
no, and
grab
then
and
there's
go?
just like certain things. So I don't know.
Nobody, like, I guess they didn't think that it was going to happen, so they didn't want to. Because I was off on Sunday, so
Well, it's
they
it's
didn't want the people to go in on Sunday to do it.
Well, it's also because the fucking, again, meteorology is the only job you can have
And always be wrong.
and always be wrong and still keep a job, right? So, like, some reports are saying 1 to 3 inches. Some places are like 11 to 13 inches. Depending on what app you use on your phone will give you a wide variety.
Yeah.
And so when I went to bed that night, it was snowing, but wasn't even sticking. I was like, man, it's going to be fucking nothing. Then I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, shit.
That's pretty good. Was it like 10? I don't even know how much.
I don't think it was
like
that
8.
much.
We have about
7 or
we
8.
have about like 8 inches.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can look on the back deck because it's sticking up like that much.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I kind of gauged it.
Might get a little bit tonight, tomorrow too.
Dusting.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
mostly
yeah.
going to hit Richmond because my dad just called me. He's stuck in, he's supposed to fly to.
Speaking of Richmond,
Yeah.
huh? Have you got they've got a water thing going on down there that's been going on for like a week or more.
Like a busted water main.
Like they haven't had water.
Oh, I
like
did hear about that.
There's like a, they're saying don't drink the water. Don't like brush your teeth with the water. If you like make sure you boil it for at least
Like
a
a
minute.
Flint thing almost?
I don't know.
Not-
Like
not that
something-
dirty.
Something busted. But like I was trying to figure out. I mean, it's been like a week, and I was like, if you can't, are all the restaurants closed? Because you need water. If you can't wash your dishes with the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it also might be a specific, line.
Nah, it was like the
messed up.
city of
Oh,
Richmond.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
like a bunch of it's.
I think I
like
heard
they
him talk about that on the radio this morning.
they had said like they didn't want first year students coming back until like at least Sunday, like afternoon or something. Like not coming back because they go back this week.
Yeah.
But
And
instead of coming back like this weekend or today, or
hold
something.
off a little bit until we try to get this
Yeah,
shit fixed.
so it's kind of messed up.
Well, so when's Caitlin going back? Sunday?
Sunday, huh? Sunday.
Is she really going back on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, school starts on Monday.
Oh,
I don't
Klein's,
know what I'm talking about.
Klein starts back on Thursday.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Speaking
kids,
of,
they got a special episode planned out for our listeners.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, because the kids have been talking about. I think the last time they were here, they all sat at the table and were playing make believe, if you will. Yes, a bunch of older teenagers playing make believe of sitting in our spots and just talking. And so they said they would like to do one before Klein and Caitlin go back to school. And so jokingly, I told Caitlin, I said, "Send me a proposal, and I'll think about it." So she, of course, in true
3-page.
true Caitlin fashion, comes back with a very professional email. I don't think she's ever called me Mr. Howell, but this email starts out with, "Hello, Mr. Howell."
Yeah.
Oh, that's how her text to me first started off, because she sent it to the regular email,
Yeah.
which somebody doesn't check.
I do check
Or
it.
he's too busy filtering through the thousands of other emails we have.
Thousands.
But then she sent it directly to me, and I read through it, and I was like, holy shit, I thought she was just going to be joking, like, hey, we just want to do this, and can you teach us? No.
Oh, no. You said you wanted a
I
written
wanted a
proposal.
I got a fucking written proposal. And of course,
She started reading it to me, and I was like, did you actually, I was like, did you chat GPT this or something? She's just like, nope. I was like, how the hell did you come up?
Nope,
She's
that's all
like,
me.
I Googled like how to present a proposal or something. And then she's like, then I just filled it in. I was like, holy crap.
yeah, it
I
almost
was like, that's pretty good.
it almost made me think that she's been going to some project management classes, because it almost resembles some of the stuff I've had to
lady
do in the Air
boss.
Force.
She's working her.
But so I read it, and I was like, I have to read the text, but it was like, proposal approved. Proposal approved. This is what's going to happen. I need a suggested date timeline, so training can be received, as well as overview of the system and operations. And all three kids chimed in. How about Saturday afternoon? I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm going to come in down here. I'm going to show them how to work the magic, and then I'm going to leave the room, and they can go ahead and do whatever they do. And then after we review and edit, we might post it up.
And you may or may not hear it.
You may or may not hear it. But I guess
Maybe we could put it on our Patreon.
Oh.
We should create a Patreon.
You gonna start that up?
I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I have.
I mean,
You have subscriptions to
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah, but I don't know how to set up my own. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you want to do it? I think for Patreon you have to have video too, don't you?
No.
Oh, you can be audio
Just
only.
audio.
Okay. But the way it's going to be is you're going to like this, Kevin. Caitlin will sit in as Tim.
Yeah, I know.
Klein will be sitting
I
in.
read
as,
the email.
Okay, you
He's
did.
good,
Yeah.
And Sophie will be sitting in as you.
I know.
And so Klein was just like, all you have to do is just say the angel every time, and you'll be just like Kevin. And I was like, Sophie.
You can't refer to yourself in the third person.
Well,
so
that plus, I was like, you can't have a potty mouth like Kevin does.
well,
I hope
no,
she
they can
does.
do whatever they want.
Yeah, if I listen to it and the first word out of Sophie's mouth, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna be like, I'm so disappointed,
But yet so happy.
so proud. So yeah, that's something to look forward to coming down the pipe.
That'll be fun. It'd be funny.
I'm
Or not.
I'm really interested to see what they come up with. I want to know if
Caitlin's funny.
yeah, they're all.
Caitlin and the angel are funny together, and Klein is just the big dum dum.
Actually, when they're all three together, they are fucking hilarious. They have their like highlight moments when like Klein or Sophia said something in the house just to me and Michelle. I'm like, that's fucking good, dude. But I can't remember like exactly what he says.
Yeah.
They just get you off
Punchlines.
note. Yeah. So I'm actually interested to see and like review it to be like, oh guys, you probably want to step up your game, or be like,
That's fine. I mean,
guess what, guys? I'm just gonna turn over the keys to the podcast here, and you guys take over from now on.
There you go.
But we'll see. See how it is. Looking forward to it.
Well, then Soph should have one with like somebody that's here, because both of those two jabronis are gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
They could steal the show.
they have to get past the first obstacle. Okay, watch them have a whole episode, and yet they forgot to push the little red button.
That's probably gonna happen.
It's happened in here before.
That's probably gonna happen.
Yep.
Or we've pressed the button and weren't paying attention, and then realized this SD card was full, and we lost 45 minutes of our life.
Did you press the button?
The red light's on. Yes,
Okay.
we're good. Yeah, and the clock's ticking. Yeah, so we're good. We're good.
Oh, yeah, we can, like I said the other day or a while ago, do STFU company, and then have different
Umbrella.
Yeah, do different podcasts underneath it. The kids can have one.
Yeah.
Then we can rename this to, or I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
STFU
yeah.
is
Because
so
the
That's
guy,
when the real money starts rolling in.
that's
why we have a Patreon, bro.
Well, that's when also you get sponsors like Sheets, who said thanks but no thanks to me when I reached out to their corporate page.
You aimed big there.
Well, I figured it's a place that we go to. Well, I go to all the damn time. My little membership card or whatever you want to call it, it's like you got a lot of fucking points from buying dip and gas.
But it all expires at the end of the year, which sucks.
But I pretty much started right back at ground. Like, I mean, you go there like 3 times in a week to get chew or gas.
Yeah.
And you're back up to where you're at. But yeah, so the guys from like You Betcha, they have like, that's their main brand, and then they have several ones underneath them as well. But they also do merch,
Right.
which is a big thing.
So, have you guys ever heard of people sending like wedding invitations to CEOs of companies?
No.
And then like every once in a while they'll get something from them.
Oh, yeah.
Like a swag bag, because they said, "Hey, can you come to our wedding?" They're like, "Sorry, we can't make it, but here's a little token of our."
Yeah, something like that. But what if we started just sending letters to companies, like handwritten letters made by Caitlin, because she's awesome.
I was gonna say it can't be my or your handwriting, Tim. I don't know what your handwriting looks like.
It would be typed, sir. I know I said handwritten, but and then just mail them out to everybody. Hey, do you guys want to sponsor this little podcast? And we can have our little QR code printed on there so they can scan it.
Oh, there's a QR code scam now too, so nobody's gonna want to scan QR codes for a while.
That's true. So I was on the Instagram the other day, and I got a post ad thing for First Light for 80% off.
Yeah.
So I sent it to best friend Aaron. I was like, dude, bro. He's like, I just saw the same thing on Facebook. I think it's a scam. So I was like, fuck. So I went on the real website and not 80% off.
Yeah.
So then I emailed Meat Eater and told them that it was like that, and she said thanks, but you have to report it from your phone, I guess, saying it's a fake account.
Yeah. So I'm
Thanks,
not gonna.
but no thanks.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna report anything from my phone now because everything's a goddamn scan.
Yeah.
Goddamn scam.
Yeah. Can't trust anything these days.
Nope.
Like what was like? I think I heard on the
Can't
radio.
trust fire hydrants in California either.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Because it's current. It's going. Well, by the time this gets aired,
Yeah.
they'll be long gone and out. Or California just be a big ash pile.
I'm ladder.
It's funny because there's a Tool song that talks about California having an earthquake and dropping off into the ocean.
Didn't the Simpsons do something like that?
Probably. They've predicted
Everything, yeah.
They predicted the future for the past 15 years.
I don't know. Probably not. Maybe I'm just imagining it.
Yeah. So, yeah, what was I saying? The other scam I heard today? Oh, on the radio, they were talking about there was a scam. The guy in New York got killed over dispute for money because he was running a scam on DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all that stuff. But what he was doing was like ordering a meal in like California, like one cheesy roll up from Taco Bell, and having it sent to this park, right? Not even a real address, just like a park. But then he would send the Uber driver like pretending to be like their customer support or something like that, and say, "Hey, there's an issue. You need to log back into your profile and input all this information." And basically, what he was doing, he was snagging all their payments, so they weren't getting paid, and he was getting paid all their shit to like a certain debit Visa
The
card.
drivers, you mean?
Yeah, the drivers, stuff like that. And then cash and I go to ATM, cash out, grab another throwaway debit card, whatever, and just doing that. Like he had over $1 million when he got
Jesus.
schwacked in New York. And I was like,
So did he get caught or did he get
he was
killed?
under investigation, but then he had to dispute with a bro or something like that about money and got clup,
What does that mean?
capped off. Like,
He got shot.
Clup.
Clup. You gotta get with the streets, man.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, everybody can scam. There's so many smart criminals out there that I don't even know how they would even come up with that. I wouldn't even know how to do something like that.
My debit card got skimmed like 15 years ago.
Oh, at like a gas station or an ATM or
Well,
something?
it had to have been at a store of some sort, so I'm gonna guess a gas station.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they took I had like no money. Like this is when I was
This is before you were rich.
21, so like no money. Well, maybe I was a little bit older, because Red and I were going up to Traverse City, and it was like a couple days before. They took all my money out of my thing. I only had like couple $100 in there that they didn't take for whatever reason.
Because they felt sorry for you when they saw the account and like,
Yeah.
we need a,
leave
you know
some
what?
in there and then you
Go ahead and put a 20 in there just for him.
And then,
I feel bad for this guy.
And then I got paid, so I was able to cash my check at the bank, and then whatever. But
did you get the money back?
it took fucking forever. That's why you're not supposed to use your debit card for things. You're supposed to use your credit card. Credit card will cancel it, and it doesn't leave your bank account.
I don't have an ATM card or
You don't have a debit card?
No, it's just credit.
Really?
Yeah.
We got one for the business, but you don't have like a normal just, hey, I gotta withdraw money, so I'm gonna withdraw from my bank.
Nope.
Like USAA. Go there and do
Nope.
that. No.
Do you just go in the bank every time?
No, I just walk around with like $1,000 in cash.
Don't say that.
Anyways.
In Monopoly money, everybody.
I'm just kidding. I don't. I don't do that.
They're all ones too.
No, I don't. I have no need.
Really?
for-
I just don't. I don't like credit cards. I know you need to have
How
a
do
credit
you go
card.
to
but yeah.
Costco without a credit card or without a debit card?
You can use credit cards now.
I
They
guess-
used to.
I guess
They
you-
used to.
I would say you could probably all took cash.
Well,
then,
yeah,
too.
they used like Costco used. What? It was American Express. I think for a while, like
because
Costco.
they were ventured together.
Yeah,
So you can
like
only
your
use
card.
an Amex card.
So and then I think it was either that or a debit card. And then now they're like normal, like you would think,
Like
like you can use a
But I mean,
Visa or whatever.
when we first went to Germany in 2014, you could only use cash. Like the first time we went to a grocery store, we bought some stuff, and I went up there and like, with my broken ass German, I was like, "Karta bitte," and then she was like, "Nur Geld," like only money, like only cash. I was like, "Wo ist like where is the money machine?" And she's like, and if I fucking
Wait, did she just shoot you?
That's a point, not this.
Oh,
She just
that was
pointed.
that wasn't a gluck, gluck.
Gluck, gluck, yeah, different noises. Like, and so Muti had to stand there at the cashier, and I sprinted across the parking lot, grabbed like how many euros back, and then came back, and then paid. And by the time we left, 4 years later, some places are slowly starting to use like debit cards.
I almost have to, right?
Well,
Like you left this, you were in the store for 4 years.
Yeah, I left Michelle at the counter for 4 years. Her entire German experience was at the Edeka, at the cashier. But yeah, then they started using cards a little bit right before we left. So it's crazy. Like I don't know when the last time I carried cash was, aside from being in Germany.
I don't carry cash.
Yeah.
So I carry like $1,000 at least on me at all times.
Because you're a bookie.
At a minimum.
A couple of I don't know if you've talked about this, but at the store or like for businesses and that have been tried or happened to me or us is one, they'll call the store and then say they are, this is so-and-so from Dominion, Virginia Power. There's been a issue with your account, information or balance or something. There's a balance on your account or something, and it needs to be paid, or
We're going to turn it off.
Yeah, your power will be turned off within the hour. There's a a representative or whatever in the area that will be shutting off your power within the hour unless this whatever is this bill is paid. And this happened a long time ago, and I was like, well, I don't understand. I was like, it doesn't make sense to me because I was like, I'm on like auto pay, so like it's automatically pays. Well, I don't, and I ended up just hanging up on him. And then
did they speak broken in English?
Well, they called back. They did it another time. It was probably like the next week, and I just kind of played along with it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, okay, all right, okay. And then I just said, actually, you know what? No, I don't think I'm going to pay it. And I go, so your power will be cut off. I was like, well, then just let me know when he's coming, and that's fine.
I'll deal with him outside.
No, you need to pay, or your power will be cut off. I was like, well, I don't want to fucking pay. And he's like, sir. Yeah, and then he started yelling at me.
What accent is that, by the way? What accent?
Sir. That could be. Yeah, I don't want to pinpoint anything.
Use your imagination.
Huh? Yeah, use your imagination. But yeah, I got into a yelling match, and he actually started cussing at me too.
In what language?
Huh?
What language?
Well, it was English. It was broken English.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then another one is they call and say they are like a detective or a police officer, and that the business owner is in jail. And that they are running an investigation. You laugh, but they're running an investigation, and they, they're talking to someone, an employee. So,
okay.
And then they tell them, make sure don't tell any of your employees like what you're doing, but what we need you to do. Is to take all the cash out of the register, and then they talk them into going to the nearest grocery store, like Safeway.
Yeah. And buying some gift cards or whatever like that.
Buying like a prepaid
iTunes cards,
card, and then they have them scratch off the
and then
scratch
give
off
them
the back and give them the number
to bail them out.
Yeah, something like that.
Why would cops need gift card money? Because that sounds like it's.
But if it's
bribery,
I don't know. It's you're getting 16, 17-year-old kids that are like, oh my god, this happened to me, not to me, but one of my employees, and
Did she fall through, or did she text you immediately?
She turned around and she's like, "Hey, you're in jail."
She fell for it, and I got a phone call from one of my other employees, like, "Hey, Tim, so and so." I don't know how they said it. It was like so and so left probably like half an hour ago, and they took all the money from the register, and we're not really sure like what's going on. I'm like, really? So then I called the person's cell phone, and then they answered, and like, hello? And I was like, I said their name, like, so-and-so, what are you doing? And they're like, oh my God, I was like, oh no. She just...
Did she already buy the ticket or the card and already gave the money away and everything?
Yeah.
That sucks.
All of it?
No, it was probably like $150.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I hadn't called at that time, it would have been more.
Really?
Yeah. And then they were talking.
Was she on card one?
They were talking her into using her own money.
Oh.
Like getting cash out of. I don't know like what the wording was or whatever, but like and then I found out, and I've heard from, one of the ice cream conventions we went to, like, they did like a, in one of the big rooms where everyone was at, and someone stood up and was like, hey, I just wanted to tell you guys a story just in case it happens to you. And it's the same thing.
And they're like, oh!
And I was like, holy shit. But, they were in like, I don't know, the Midwest or something.
Yeah.
But
that's interesting, though, that they choose, like, ice cream shop. I don't know. Is that
Well,
is
they
that
probably
like
look at businesses that hire teenagers who
Right,
are a little
from
more.
what
From what I
small-
remember, they actually did some research because they knew my name, because they told the person on the phone,
Tim Weiss is in jail.
yeah, manager or owner, Tim, or whatever, and then they went to Safeway, and then they went to CVS. So I don't know if they told them to go there. They must have. So they must have.
Because so there's like a page I follow on like Facebook. Yes, I'm an old person, but it's called like Scammer Payback, and it's basically American hackers doing good.
Yeah.
And like trying to catch all the
yeah, I've seen
scammers.
those, yeah.
And he's because they said they mainly target all these elderly people, but they do that research and say, okay, Mrs. Smith lives here. The closest, CVS is 2 blocks away. Oh, you can't drive? Can you walk there? Because this needs to happen. And they play out these people's vulnerabilities, but then these guys will call the people in between and say, hey, you're on a phone with somebody from India or wherever like it is. Don't follow their instructions. Like, but this is what. And they're like, trust me, they're
Yeah.
not from Microsoft. They're not from this. And then they go into the scammer's computer network and then turn on their cameras and be like, hey, I see you there with your red shirt. You look a little hot. What's the matter? And then like they'll hang up and they keep going there and they delete all their files. So it's pretty awesome watching how to see these hackers doing.
Is this on Netflix?
No,
just like one of
it's a
like-
Facebook group.
Fucking Facebook.
No, it's
I
like
wonder if it's on YouTube.
It's on Instagram. I've seen it on
yeah.
Instagram too. It's just like reels.
The guy's name, I think it's Pierogi. He's this dude with blue hair.
That's a
Blue
food.
hair.
You said that's the friend?
It's a food.
Oh,
I thought you were about to say it's a fake
I
name.
think he's
Pierogi's a
talking-
real
He's
name.
talking about the foodie.
Yeah.
Foodie.
Pierogies are.
There's a pierogi lady in Detroit. Every time we go home, we go to Eastern Market and buy a fucking.
Is she an old babushka who makes
Yeah.
them by hand?
Uh-huh.
Those are the best.
They're real good. And we'll just buy like 6 different flavors and just put them in the cooler and bring them home. And they're so good. I think we have 1 or 2 bags left.
Really? We usually, when we go to Cleveland, we just try to go to the West Side Market, big building that has all these little markets inside of
Yeah.
it. And the same thing, you can find these old babushkas, like some Russian church ladies who
Yeah.
basically just make them all by hand. Like, oh, you want chicken and bacon and ranch? Okay.
And
Here's like a
Chicken bacon ranch.
here's like a basic
good.
clear bag that's been spun, twisty tie, and there you go.
yeah, the
Get your homemade sausage there too. Oh my god, so delicious.
butcher shop I worked at as a kid, they sold fresh pierogies. They didn't make them. They were Italian, but big Polish population in that area.
Italiano's making the pierogi. Well, if you say it right, it could sound Italian.
Pierogi.
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 Yeah.
But yeah, we used to sell a bunch of different flavors. I love the sauerkraut ones.
Oh, yeah.
Sauerkraut and mushroom, and then like the farmer's cheese.
Throw out that fungus. Just have sauerkraut.
Right, but the farmer's cheese ones are really good. Just the potato and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Even even Mrs. T's, they're not fucking horrible.
Yeah, we cook those up, but we pan fry them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, you can have them boiled, which is still good. I'm sorry, Tim, they have mashed potatoes on the inside, so
I've had those.
Have you ever?
I eat those sometimes.
There was a Ukrainian guy that worked at one of the places I was at, and
you can drink your beer, by the way.
I had some.
Okay.
And he
Just for show.
he brought he was
Look at this
eating one
fucking
day.
thing.
Just for the
He,
camera.
he was eating one day, and I was like, "What are those?" He's like, "Oh, they're I don't know what the fucking name was. They look like little pierogies." And he's like, "Kinda, but different." He's like, "You toss these ones with vinegar and parsley." And he's like, "I'll bring you some next
So
time."
it's still a mini pierogi,
Basically,
but just tossed in like a salad dressing.
but just toss with vinegar, oil, and like some salt and parsley. And he brought me some, and he's like, just boil. He's like, boil them, don't fry them. Just boil them and then toss them, and they're fucking delicious. I said, all right, and they're fucking delicious.
So Mrs.
Did
T,
you bring some tonight?
Yeah,
No.
Mrs. T makes mini pierogies. We have to try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, Mrs. T's aren't bad for what they are. But I take them in the summer. I'll put them in the cast iron and then put the sausage either on the top rack or in the pan.
yeah.
And I'll put them in the Traeger.
And let the drippings.
Fucking ton of butter in there. Oh, so good.
Is it so good?
So good.
So good.
So good.
Did you bring some tonight?
No. I had hot dogs.
Did you really?
Did you make them?
In the pan with water.
Wait.
Pan with water.
You just boiled them? Old school?
Yeah. They're the natural casing. The ones that snap. Oh, they're so like old school, like fucking ballpark hot dog. Not ballpark, but like from the baseball stadium.
Okay.
Like legit. They're for the Dearborn brand.
Are they so good?
So good.
So
I brought them to your fucking house before for a barbecue.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
That's fine.
did you boil them with like a diced onion in there too?
No, just water.
Just plain water.
Yeah.
In Venezuela,
And I had some of the.
they did onions and beer when they boiled their.
I don't like
hot
cooking
dogs.
in beer.
Really?
I don't know why I don't like it.
You should try it sometimes.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
I did have some of my homemade relish on my hot dog.
Homemade relish.
Relish.
Are these from cucumbers from the garden
Yeah, all the stuff I grew this summer.
that you pickled?
Canned. Pickled and canned.
Man-made.
Well, you got to pickle a cucumber.
I said pickled and
Okay.
canned. Yeah.
But canned?
Cool.
Not just mason jarred?
Pressure canned. Water
Yeah.
canned. Shelf stable.
Not an aluminum can.
No. Glass mason jar
okay.
with the lid.
Okay. When you say can, I think a fucking
Tin.
can.
Like
yeah.
tin.
But it's called canning when you preserve it in the can or in the mason jar. Whatever.
That's some Yankee shit. I
Tin.
don't know about it.
Call it tinning.
Call it tinning. Call it timming.
Timming?
Timming.
Speaking of running red lights. So in the last 2 days, I was leaving the shop. I know we've talked about this before. Like people just,
Multiple times, yeah.
but I was leaving the shop. I was at the red light, like at CVS, like turning left on the old bridge, right? It's a long light.
Yeah.
And I was first in line,
Yeah.
and it was afternoon, probably, I don't know. It was afternoon, daylight.
So before 4:30.
Yeah, maybe 3, but it could have been 2. I don't know. I didn't look at the clock. Anyways, so it's a long light, so just kind of sitting there, and the light changes. I see the light change to yellow, and then I look left and right, as I do now, and the light went to red for the people coming down. I saw a car coming down the hill,
Yeah.
and my light turned green, and I didn't go, and I was just watching this car come down, and it looked like they were slowing down, but it didn't look like they were slowing down,
You're gunning it.
and it just fucking blew through the red light. I mean, like not even
close.
Like if
Like 10 Mississippis later.
yes, like if I had just been like normal, like even waited like 2 seconds for the light to turn green and then slowly just went out,
Yeah.
he would have T-boned me. And it was like unbelievable because I was watching the car come down and I was just like,
You had that feeling in your gut.
I was like, he's got to stop. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like just laid on my horn. And,
Did you?
yeah.
That's good.
I mean, it was, it was,
were they heads up?
incredible.
Were they heads up the
I
entire
have
time?
no idea. No, I don't. They just kept going.
Well, it's good that there wasn't anybody in the right turn lane.
Oh, yeah.
because normally, right turn lane people, they just kind of go like this.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and then fucking.
Yeah, no, it was
Go
that
for
was
it.
that was a lot. That was more than the normal. Like light turns red, and then 2 cars usually
So
are still going
when
through.
was this? Was this before or after the snow?
before the
Okay. I will say
I guess it wasn't. I guess the last couple of days.
I will say the one thing I do like about the snow around here, it makes people drive a little slower
No, it
and more
doesn't.
cautious. At least on the way to
Well,
work and
most
on the
of
way
them, yeah, I
back,
guess.
people have been a little more overly cautious, even though the roads are clear.
Yeah.
People are still afraid to gun it, or they actually slow down to lights instead of wait until the last minute to slam on their brakes.
Yeah.
I've noticed in the past couple of days going to work that people are a little more cautious, and I am appreciative of that.
That's good.
Yeah, except when they
However.
get on. That's people like driving around local neighborhoods and locally, but like everyone that's going to work,
Yeah.
like 95 or 495 or all those, and especially guys who are or people who have like an SUV or think they have like a monster truck with new tires, so I
New
can
shoes on it.
think they can just.
However, I will say that I had to
So
go pick
mean
up
to me.
Sophie the other day at a friend's house, and like the townhomes, did not do a great job at plowing or de-icing their parking lot areas.
Hey, you guys shouldn't throw shade on this.
I'm not throwing shade. Oh, well, I'm not throwing shade, but I'm just saying. But people still drive through there.
Yeah, packs it all in.
And you're like, it's a narrow way. Even in my car, I can barely get over to the left. And you're like looking at me like, come on, bro. And I'm like, dude, just pump your brakes. There's a lot of ice. I will move forward or move in an area where you can get around to your precious little parking spot that's probably not even shoveled
Yours.
out. Yeah, or not even yours. I know.
Yeah.
Just grateful for. I'm taking the small things. I'm grateful for the small things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good attitude. Yeah.
I'm glad that it snows, so people actually are a little more mindful now.
I wish more people in this room would do that.
In this room?
I don't understand. I didn't do anything wrong.
Huh? I was talking about myself.
I don't believe you.
Did you get a haircut?
I got a haircut I cut my hair before I came to your house for Christmas.
Oh my God. So that was like last year.
Yeah. It looks a little shorter than since then.
No, it's longer.
No, it doesn't look that.
That doesn't make sense.
It's longer now.
Your beard's starting to go out a little bit more, too.
Yeah, I shaved my beard and my hair the same day.
Yeah.
Just shave.
With the same shaver?
Yeah.
Did you shave?
Did you wash it in between?
The fucking beard mustache trimmer?
Well, it depends if he went downstairs. If he did a little whoop, whoop, then you got to brush it off a little bit.
Oh, that beard.
Not a butt beard.
What?
I said that. Oh, that beard.
Red is not a beard.
Oh my gosh. There's one dog just ran in here.
Oh.
Who is it?
Special surprise appearance by the Woo.
Yeah, just came darting down, and she's going to unplug everything, I bet. God, that tail's beating us down.
Go on, Woo. Oh, she's tangled.
Yeah, she's tangled up. She's in everything.
Whoa.
Her paw. Her paw. I told them to keep the door shut. So
Well,
I told them to keep the door shut because we'll be down here, but the women's don't listen very well.
Well.
There we go.
All right.
That's a good stop point right
Yeah,
there.
be careful. Your door is going to get scratched up.
Yeah, I know. Well, I should have kept the other one down. So, I'll close this out this time.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks again for listening to another episode of Shut the Fuck Up. No one's listening. Anyways, we'll be back next time with another episode.
This might be the last
This
one.
might be. This is the last one.
Are you that tired already?
This is the last one.
You only do it one and done?
This is the last one until the next one.
Yeah, the last one's the next one. Till we come up with we're gonna have to do a wardrobe change for the camera.
Okay.
We'll come back in. We'll change clothes. That's all we'll do.
Change clothes.
Everybody change
Give me
to
your
the
shirt, Timmy.
Yeah, everybody
How's that working out?
switch to
going?
the right.
Getting a six pack yet?
Huh?
Did you get your six pack yet?
Yeah.
Good.
How
I
are
don't
you?
have to work out anymore.
How are your knees feeling?
Huh?
How are your knees feeling?
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's terrible. Anyways, catch us again on the next episode, guys. Thanks again.
Okay, bye. I love you.